everybody, welcome to the School of Rock Back to School mini-series. This is the first installment of a series that covers 3 songs that appear in a pivotal scene in the movie The School of Rock. In Lesson 1, we're going to be covering the song Iron Man by Black Sabbath. This is the first real rock song that Zack learns in the movie. This depiction of Iron Man is not necessarily how Black Sabbath plays it, but it's how Zack plays it in the movie, and it's how this Zack is going to teach you. In the movie, Mr. Schneebly asks Zack if he's ever played an electric guitar before. And Zack said no, his dad wouldn't let him play an electric guitar because it's a waste of time. But deep down, Zack knew that an electric guitar was best for him. To make sure you're not wasting any time and that you're playing the guitar that's best for you, go ahead and take the free guitar type quiz by clicking the link in the description or by going to zacksharguitar.com. It just takes a minute and it'll give you personalized results based on your unique preferences. A free PDF guide that will take you to mastering your guitar goals is also available in the description and at zacksharguitar.com. First things first, I'm going to show you the riff so we can establish the rhythm before we actually learn the rhythm. Once you're familiar with the riff, you can establish a rhythm by tapping with your hands. A strong rhythm is a crucial part of guitar playing. I'd say it's even more important than playing the right notes. The tapping rhythm can start like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm doing this with my right hand because that is my picking hand. And whatever your picking hand is, I would strongly recommend you do the same. So I'm going to do it again, and I want you to tap along with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very good. So this rhythm makes up the first half of the whole riff. We're already halfway there with the rhythm. And so the tapping with our picking hand is going to represent downstrokes. Next, we're going to use our other hand a little bit to finish off the last half of the riff. And that would look like this. 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4. Try it with me. 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4. Good work. You'll notice that you'll need to alternate the tapping between both hands when you're doing the 1 and a part, as these are 16th notes, and they're the fastest rhythm in the whole riff. Again, your picking hand will represent the downstrokes when you're doing the tapping. And in this instance, your left hand is representing the upstrokes once we get to picking the melody. Now from the top, do it with me and see how it goes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4. You got it. So now that we gave ourselves a good base with that rhythm, it's time to tackle the riff. The entire riff takes place on the low E string. That's the thickest string on your guitar. First, it starts with a quarter note on the open E string, followed by another quarter note on the 3rd fret. And both these notes may be played with your index finger. From there, we will play 2 eighth notes by repeating the 3rd fret and moving to the 5th fret. So we have this. And all you have to do after that is hit the 5th fret again for a quarter note. So you have this. You can play that 5th fret with your ring finger by keeping your index finger on the 3rd fret, like how Zack plays it. Or you could do what Mr. Schneebly does and just slide from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret with your index finger. That's my personal preference on that because it sets you up for the last part of the riff. So I'm going to show you what we have so far with Mr. Schneebly's way, and I'm going to show you Zack Attack's way too. From there, we will play 4 16th notes, starting on the 8th fret and alternating between that and the 7th fret. This is the fastest part of the riff, but you got this. Here we will use alternate picking between the downstrokes and the upstrokes. So play the 8th fret with your middle finger using a downstroke, and follow that with an upstroke on the 7th fret. Those two notes will be played the same way one more time before hitting the 8th fret with an 8th note. And a little tip here, you can just keep your index finger pressed down on the 7th fret the whole time. And when you're alternating between fret 8 and fret 7, all you have to do is just lift your middle finger off the 8th fret. Repeat this part as many times as you need before continuing on with the very last portion. And all we do for that is play 2 8th notes on the 3rd fret, followed by an 8th note and a quarter note on the 5th fret. So the riff is complete, and let's try it all together. So now you've got an iconic riff you can show your friends and your family. Make sure you lock down that solid rhythm that this song uses, and make sure that your notes are accurate to how I showed you them. You may need to work on the rhythm and the notes separately before bringing them together in the riff. Once you've got that riff down, you'll be on your way to playing like Zack Attack. To make sure that you're shredding the gnar on the right guitar, don't forget about that free quiz. And also, to take your playing to the next level, don't forget about that free practice guide. Links for both the quiz and the guide will be in the description, and you can also find them at zacksharguitar.com. Have fun with this, and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Zach with Zack Shar Guitar, and I will see you in the next one.